Hello. Today we're going to talk about branding and branding yourself. So branding, the term branding actually comes from cattle rancher days, where cattle ranchers used to take a hot iron and a symbol or a letter or mark or some sort to basically take that hot iron and heat it up in a fire and then take it and apply it next to the cow's hind quarter. So that way, when they go to market, everybody can know whose cows is who. So basically, it's just every cow got the same letter or same mark to basically show property. Branding applies itself to we see it apply itself to everyday companies. I think every company should have a brand somehow because it really is representation of who you are to your clients. Brand recognition is important. You can see it through Nike, 3M, Adidas, all these athletic wear companies all have some sort of recognizable symbol that indicates who they are and separates them from the competitors. This is an envelope, a 9 by 12 envelope. This contains some of the original branding materials that I used when I started my photography business back in Austin, Texas. And this is an envelope that would be sent out. This is actually just a label that you can have made over it. You can buy these stuff over at Office Depot. I had limited resources when I started the business, and I just used whatever materials I could find at Office Depot, and then I worked on the computer to build up my branding things, branding materials, and then basically printed it out when I needed it. So this is just a sheet of 11 by 17 or 8.5 by 11 sticky paper that I just printed on, and then I just cut it out to make my mailing labels. You can buy mailing labels, 6 up on a sheet, and customize and print it out to your needs. But the essential branding components that you need to start with are letterhead over here, number 10 envelope, and I can't find it in here, but the business card. So just imagine there's a business card right here. Here, this is business card, but this is not a business card. But the business card, letterhead, and the envelope are all on the same matching paper, so it's got to have the same aesthetics. And you might think like, well, what am I mailing these days? I just do everything by email. Yes, you can, but it's nice to have something when you have to mail something important such as invoices and such. It's nice to have it on your letterhead, so it kind of matches and all that. The letterhead, I think, letterhead and the business card are probably the two most valuable things that you will need in your branding component. Probably because of the fact that if you're, meet folks and you're introducing yourself, it's easy just to hand out a business card to somebody and to give them your contact information. And the letterhead comes in handy because of the fact that this is where you can actually put your resume. Also, you can put your invoices on it. You can do all sorts of things to, with the letterhead. Even in a digital format, you have a digital format of your letterhead, so you can actually send out all your information, and correspondence on your own letterhead, even in a digital format. With that, I also made, a set of stationery. So sometimes I would send, like the big envelope here, and I just need to write a note to somebody, and so I would just stick a note inside here and say, hey, thanks for the business or whatever. Let me just put that up here too. So what you have when you lay out all your branding materials, you get to see like where your name is being placed all the time. So speaking of that, I also, in the computer at the time, I had a file set up for what's called delivery memos. So that way, if I deliver something, they know exactly what they received, and particularly a portfolio. Let's see, there's what's in here. I haven't opened up this in a while, so it's kind of fun to see what's in here. I had a document on the computer for invoices. so that way I can bill clients certain things. I always send invoices in yellow because it's more important than white, and it's more important than my letterhead because I want to make sure I get paid. And then, yeah, and then the rest of them are like, I have like estimate invoices, delivery, no, the delivery, again, a different delivery memo. So again, I think I advanced this a little bit, so maybe this I think is the older one. Yeah. So part of this branding package, again, is like developing your logo and making sure that it gets get placed in all the documents you need to put it into. Of course, having your contact information is important on there. Address, phone numbers. We didn't have email or websites back then, so it was a lot simpler times. And then another part of your branding information is that, which I don't have here, which is I always made my own thank you cards. Thank you cards are a great way to, just say acknowledge somebody for their time, either for the project that you worked on or having a meeting. This is one of my newer thank you cards. I brought this one here. You can buy this type of paper, this really nice paper stock. All of these you can buy the paper stock yourself and print it yourself if need be, thanks to inkjet printers these days. But also what, part of your branding is I give away things. It's kind of like, this is a marketing tool. Your branding is a marketing tool. Your portfolio is a marketing tool. I had an affinity for magnets, refrigerator magnets. And so I would send these out in the thank you card and say, hey, thanks for your business. Here's a magnet. And they're just kind of like little fun things, and they also have my contact information on the back if need be. So, branding yourself is a very vital, important part of representing who you are. This is what your clients will see when you're not there. And you want to basically, be cohesive. And this is part of the branding process that the scale of your logo will go up and down depending on the product. You don't want to be overbearing, but you want to be able to, make it easy to find your information in your contact. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or, drop in during the Zoom meeting times, and we can talk about your branding materials. Thanks.